Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our first round of graduates to enter the hall today, students from the Graduate Studies program. The next to enter are the graduates from the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Entering the hall next are the graduates from the College of Health, Education, and Social Welfare. the graduates from the Austin E. Coffrin School of Business. Finally, our graduates from the College of Science and Technology.
Chancellor Miller, the university community is assembled for commencement.
Thank you and good morning. Welcome to the University of Wisconsin Green Bay's Fall 2017 commencement.
Please be seated. So I'd like to introduce you to some people joining us here today. The University of Wisconsin Green Bay is fortunate to have a most distinguished and dedicated faculty and staff. These are the professionals who have provided these graduates with opportunities in the classroom, the research laboratory, and through countless hours of professional, personal instruction. Many are nationally known experts in their field of study. All provide significant service to the university and the community. So I'd like to ask the faculty and staff to stand and ask you to join me in recognizing their great work on behalf of these graduates, please.
Thank you all.
The University of Wisconsin-Green Bay Council of Trustees is composed of community leaders who provide guidance and direction to the university. A number of council members are joining us here today. I'm going to ask each member to stand and remain standing until I have introduced all of these, and if you would please hold your applause till the end, we would appreciate it. Mr. Dean Baston, Mr. Rick Beverstein, Mr. Rob Serra, Ms. Diane Ford, Dr. Lou Lacalzi, Mr. David Martin, Dr. Jenny Riopel, Mr. Kramer Rock, and Mr. Tim Weinberg. Please join me in thanking these volunteers for their great service to this university. Thank you all. Fantastic. I'd also like to ask the following key administrators to stand and remain standing as I introduce them. Dr. Eric Arneson, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs and Campus Climate. Ms. Cheryl Van Gruensman, Vice Chancellor for Business and Finance. And Mr. Tony Warner, Vice Chancellor for University Advancement. Please join me in thanking these great colleagues for this. Thank you. I'm also joined here on the stage by university program chairs, and I'd like to ask all the program chairs to stand so that you can thank them for their service to these students. Program chairs, yeah. Thank you all. Each of our graduates has benefited from the love and support of friends and family, many of whom are here with us today. And I'd like to ask all family members and friends of these graduates to stand and be recognized by the graduates and the rest of us for your part in the success of these graduates. Parents, friends, family, please stand and let us thank you for your support. Thank you. Thank you so much. All of us here enjoy unprecedented freedoms as citizens of this great country. At this time, I'd like to ask all active duty and veteran U.S. military to stand so that we may thank them for service to our country. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to call on Dr. Chuck Rybak, Interim Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, who will introduce this year's class speaker. Dean Rybak.
Thanks, Chancellor Miller. Really appreciate it. Congratulations to everyone here. If any of you are looking for a business opportunity, graduation robes with pockets could be the next big thing. All right, so I don't even need a cut for that. Thanks again, Chancellor Miller. I'm extremely honored to introduce this year's graduating class speaker, Riley Garvey. We are proud to recognize, oh, it's okay if you feel it. All right. We are proud to recognize Mr. Garvey as our December 2017 graduating class speaker. Riley represents the best of UW Green Bay education. He was chosen to speak on behalf of his graduating class by a committee of UW Green Bay faculty and staff. Riley is also being recognized today with the Outstanding Student Award by the UW Green Bay Alumni Association for his undergraduate student success, his leadership on and off campus, and his volunteer service to others and the community. He was nominated and selected from all graduating seniors eligible to receive diplomas at today's commencement. This is a remarkable young man. Riley Garvey came to UW Green Bay as a 5th grader on a future Phoenix field trip, where a visit to campus turned into a dream of one day graduating from our college. As you'll hear in a few minutes, the cards were stacked against him as he grew up, yet he persisted. Mr. Garvey entered the university on a future Phoenix scholarship, and today, right here, his dream comes true as he receives a bachelor's degree in English with a minor in education. His academic accomplishments include completing his course of studies in 4 years and earning a place on the honor roll all 8 semesters. He has twice received the University Leadership Award, is a 4-time recipient of the Green Bay Phoenix Student Athletic Academic Achievement Award, and has been named a Horizon League Honor Roll athlete as a cross-country runner. As a teacher and mentor, Mr. Garvey has impacted classrooms and students throughout the area. He was also given his time and talents as a volunteer to many organizations. Assistant Professor Emily Ransom says of our speaker, and there's going to be a long list here, quote, "Riley is the same man in the classroom as he is to the Green Bay community and beyond. He's a man of integrity, honesty, respect, compassion, generosity, diligence, joy, and humility that belies the tremendous personal obstacles he has needed to overcome. I am honored to have taught him and excited for the students he will soon be inspiring with his compassionate determination." We live in a time when the value of higher education is often questioned, but not by Riley, who says, quote, "At UW Green Bay, I discovered myself. I found my place within society. I grew up comfortable in my own skin after many years of hiding from myself in the world, and I learned to love myself for who I am." I think with Riley, that love is not misplaced at all. And I would say one thing, I've had Riley in class a number of times, and I know that I speak for a lot of people when I say it really was and is our privilege to have spent even just a little bit of time with Riley. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Riley Garvey.
Greetings to my UW Green Bay Phoenix family. I am grateful and honored to be today's commencement speaker. As we take in this special moment, I'd like us all to remember our journeys up to this point. The late night studying, those last-minute essays and projects, the stress of balancing your responsibilities, eating cheap meals to get by, and worrying as you look at your bank account balance. But those are just on the surface. Many of you graduating today have achieved this incredible feat working multiple jobs, caring for your children or other family members, dealing with illness, grieving the loss of loved ones, navigating financial aid, and/or utilizing disability services. But here we are. We can all take a sigh of relief because we survived. For many of us, the struggle, the hustle, and the grind began long before college. For me, I was born into a tough world. My parents are drug addicts and alcoholics. My parents went away to jail and prison throughout my childhood. I witnessed abuse and violence more times than I can count. My older brothers quit school to get involved in drugs and gangs. And by the age of 12, I had already lived in 16 different homes and 2 shelters. Like many of you, the odds were stacked against me from the beginning. Well, my friends, here we are. If there is anything I would like to stand before you today, thank you. If there is anything I would like to stand before you today and represent, it is this. First, the message that nothing is impossible and miracles really do happen. And second, to be a voice for all the young kids out there whom the world has betrayed, abandoned, and given up on. At one point in college, I moved off campus to live with my family because my father was sick and could no longer work. I was studying for classes, competing for the cross-country team, helping to take care of the little ones in our family, cooking and cleaning, and working to help the family pay bills. My dad told me something I'll never forget. He said to me, "Son, you are a survivor." And today I tell you that we are survivors. To everyone involved with Future Phoenix, to the university's academic services and financial aid office, to all of the wonderful professors I had in the English and education departments, to Coach Mike Klein and my cross-country family, to the spiritual directors and priests in my life, and to my hundreds of kiddos out in the community who keep me going every day, thank you for helping me to be a survivor. My fellow graduates, we have been out in the dry desert, falling to our knees many times, and crawling to find a sign of life, as the sun cooks our bodies and sweat burns our eyes. It is out in the dead of the desert where we have clawed beneath the dry, hard surface and discovered the water of life. Though we thought we were going to die out in the desert, today we sip that water of life. Some of us might sip a little something else today too. We say cheers to our fellow graduates, and we continue to survive. Each of us has spent great time at this awesome university gaining wisdom and knowledge through classroom experiences, lab experiments, opportunities out in the field, internships, scientific research, and studying abroad. Now, it is our responsibility to use that wisdom and knowledge that we have gained to go out into the world and do our part to progress the world in a positive direction. It was through sacrificing my life for others that I discovered myself. I recall one kid who I mentored in an after-school program and coached in a running club, whose rides never showed up on time. I willingly stayed late with him every day to practice basketball and multiplication. When his ride would arrive, he would walk out with his head down in embarrassment that he was always the last one to be picked up. The kid who people had given up on. The kid who just wanted someone to love him. And in that young man, I saw myself. And I remembered that I need to be the champion for that kid that I needed when I was his age. And just as many role models in our lives have helped us to survive through the challenges of life, it is our turn to help others be survivors. UW Green Bay, class of 2017. Together, let us pour love out into a world that is broken and crying for us to do something. Congratulations. Now it's time to celebrate as we continue to rise like the phoenix.
Thank you, Riley. What a great message. It's now my great pleasure to introduce our very distinguished commencement speaker. Dr. Regan Gong is an award-winning professor of human development and psychology at the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay. Dr. Gong joined the university in 1999 and has held the prestigious Ben J. and Joyce Rosenberg Professorship since 2010. In May of 2017, he was awarded the Charles L. Brewer Distinguished Teacher of Psychology Award from the American Psychological Foundation. Dr. Gong has won several other awards and honors over his 18-year career at UW Green Bay from educators and peer groups, including the University of Wisconsin System, Psych-High, and the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching. He was president of the Society for the Teaching of Psychology and a member of several other national organizations committed to psychological science, personality, and social psychology. An author of several books, Dr. Gong talks about teaching and learning on his blog, thepedagogicalpundit.com. Additionally, he's co-editor or on the editorial board for several prestigious publications. And his paper on how women cope with stress has been cited nearly 3,000 times. In addition to his research, Dr. Gong is active in the leadership of the university. He has served in a number of roles at UW Green Bay, including Chair of Human Development, Chair of the Psychology Department, Associate Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and co-director of the UW Green Bay Teaching Scholars Program. Dr. Gong also takes an active role in the Green Bay community, serving on the board of several education and public health initiatives. Dr. Gong was born and raised in Bombay, India. He came to the United States to further his education and went on to receive his master's and PhD in social personality psychology at the University of Washington, Seattle. And he lives in the area with his wife and children. His wish for today's graduates is, may your life be epic. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Regan.
You know, life is so much better when you have a soundtrack. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, thank you for that extra. You know, a long, long time ago in a galaxy that seemed really far away, I sat exactly where you all were sitting, exactly there, in black robes. And I wanted to share what I remembered from what that commencement speaker said. I don't remember. Okay. I have absolutely no clue. The only thing I remember was, boy, I hope I don't trip on that stage. Okay? So if any of you are thinking that, I was right there with you. And for all of us faculty who've spent many graduations watching some of the shoes that some of you wear, that thought is even crazy. There was this guy once, okay, that's another story. So actually, an even longer time ago, in a galaxy even further away, I sat in dark theater watching Star Wars when it first came out, and I thought, boy, what an epic. This is an epic movie. It changed how I looked at life. It made life exciting. It made life exciting because there was a lot going on that wasn't the best and troubling. And that's my hope for you, is that you find things that make you excited about life. And so my hope for you is that your life will be epic. And here's a spoiler alert. I'm going to be sharing 5 things that could get you there. Okay? You guys ready? 5 things. Here we go. So one, and I should say Riley and I did not check notes on each other, but you're going to see some common themes here, which I feel super good about because, Riley, that was absolutely wonderful. But here's one. One, and most important, I think, you have to find your champion. All right? Here at UW Green Bay, we make champions. But there are tough times in life, and you have to be able to find your own. There will be challenges. There will be times when it'll be very hard for you to do it by yourself, no matter how strong you are. When I was watching Star Wars as that little kid, an American college education was out of the question. My family had no money. My parents didn't go to college. And I really wanted an American education because it was better than the options I had. But I wouldn't have been able to do it if I didn't have a champion. And a close friend of the family was my champion, and she made sure that I could come to college here in America. Life is going to be tough, and it's okay to have backups, and one of the most important things is to find your champion, all right? Once you've been here at GB, we are your champions. We will always be your champions. Just because you graduate today does not mean you don't have us anymore. I still need champions. These are some of my champions right here. Working with these folks makes life much easier whenever there are things tough. So one, find your champion. 2, and Riley said this, so see what Riley said. Be someone's champion, all right? Be someone's champion. These are tough times. The Packers are 7-6, right? No, seriously though, there are troubles in this world, right? It's really easy to listen to the news and feel powerless. It's really easy to feel powerless, to say it's going crazy. But you know what? Each of us have the power to do something. There are other people who need us. There are people for whom we can be champions. Start local. Start small. Start in your community. There may be things you don't like in the world or the nation, but you can start in this region. We really hope that you all stay close by in Green Bay, in Brown County, because there's so much you all can give to this area. And I really hope that you can be a champion to your friends and to your community. Don't forget that knowledge is power. Flex your interdisciplinary muscle. That big I word that we talk about here at UW Green Bay. I'm betting some of you go, oh yeah, that word, don't know what it is. I hope you do, because that is a power that you have that other places don't have. You want my quick take on interdisciplinary? And Chancellor, you can use this. 4 words. Multiple perspectives, better solutions. And that's what you have. You have interdisciplinarity because you went here. That's what we've had for this time. Don't forget it. Flex your muscle. Use your education to make your life and the life around you epic. All right? Now, do it selflessly. Here's a little tip. Don't go doing stuff hoping for the credit. I like what Harry Truman said. It's amazing what you can accomplish if you don't care who gets the credit. Now, there are some limitations. When you are going to apply for a job, don't be modest. Okay? That interdisciplinarity, flaunt it. Flaunt all that stuff that you have. As the 19th century Dutch botanist De Vere said, modesty is a virtue, yet one gets further without it. Okay? So remember that. 3, be savvy. Be savvy. An important part of our mission here at UW Green Bay is critical thinking. We have trained you. Even if you skip some classes, you're still a more critical thinker today than you were before. When I teach intro psych, and I've taught it for many, many years, one of the first things we talked about, and this is going back to 18 years ago when I started, I said, you know what? We're surrounded by fake news. We're surrounded by studies or news articles that say, hey, research shows this. Hey, research shows you drink this and you're going to be better, right? It's really easy to listen to that and go, oh, I'm going to go get some of that. But whenever you hear that, whenever you hear claims, think critically. Right? And one of the things I shared with my intro psych class that I'll share with you, in your head, be thinking, show me the data. Just because somebody says things, in your head, go, show me the data. And you don't even have to see it in your head. If it's a friend of yours who says, hey, did you hear such and such? You should say, show me the data. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican. It doesn't matter if you're conservative or liberal. You should be a critical thinker and ask for the data. Give it a try. If somebody says something to you, what are you going to say? Oh, come on, we've got more power than that. Somebody gives you a fact. If you're a critical thinker, what are you going to say? Pretty good, graduates. How about the rest of you here? You hear your stuff. What are you going to say? Show me the data. Yeah, you're right. There is good acoustics here. So let's try this out. Somebody walks up to you and says, hey, UWGB, was it worth it? What are you going to say? Where's the data? And here's the data, people. 98% of our graduates get placement. Take that data, right? That's good stuff. Yes, exactly. So, point number 4, and this is going to sound crazy. Read books. Now, I know some of you still have those books for classes you haven't really read. But read books, read fiction. Reading exposes you to ideas. Reading exposes you to epics. Reading can change our life. Make time to read because reading is important. Now, I've said that. What should you say? Yeah, here's some data for you that's pretty scary. In a recent study that came out in August, 42% of college grads said they never picked up a book again. 42%. Okay? Here's another bit of data. You want some data? Reading fiction has actually been shown to activate neural pathways and make you think better. That's data. Read some books. And there are no good books and bad books. As the author Neil Gaiman says, there are only books that you like. Remember that. There's no good books and bad books, and I know some folks behind me may disagree, but think about that. There's no good books and bad books. There's just books that you like. Go read a book. Treat yourself this weekend. Read something fun. 5, and yes, if you're keeping count, that's the last one, right? Really something for everyday life that can make you, I think, can really change life. I'm a health psychologist. I teach psychology. I've nailed down the key things from psychology that can help you live a better life, and here it is. Chill, drill, and build. And here's what the deal is. The next time you get really peeved or ticked off or aggravated or sad, take some time away and just chill a little bit. Let your biology and your chemicals calm down. The next time something happens, whether it's failure, whether it's somebody saying something, and you have that automatic thought that comes to your mind, drill, practice thinking something different. Okay, all of us have automatic thoughts. Change that automatic pattern. Think productively, think effectively, but you've got to practice doing it. Because it's not easy, because by the time you're your age, and boy, definitely the time you're my age, we have these automatic things, and you have to practice thinking differently. So drill. Lastly, build. Social support is one of the strongest psychological factors for a healthy life. Build your support networks. Look around you. You've got friends. Build those networks, cultivate those networks, and by building, you're going to be a much stronger person. So back to that galaxy far, far away. I remember when I came out of that movie theater, I walked around, and for the next month, I would say to everybody, "May the force be with you." And it was sort of cute for this little Indian boy at 8 saying that. And everybody did it. "Hey, may the force be with you, and the force be with you." And you know what? Knowledge and education is a force. Use it. Its power, may it be with you, and may your life be epic. Thank you.
Thank you, Regan. That was epic. We've now reached the time for conferring of degrees, and it's my pleasure to invite Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Greg Davis, to preside over the conferring of degrees.
Thank you, Chancellor Miller. Before the most important part of the ceremony begins, I have an announcement concerning photographs. Pictures will be taken by a professional photographer as the diploma is received. Photo opportunities for family and friends will be available later in the foyer. Therefore, please remain seated and do not obstruct the aisles. The Chancellor will confer degrees in turn by colleges. After degrees are conferred to a college, students will come to the stage and be congratulated individually. We will now begin the conferring upon eligible candidates the degree Master of Science. Chancellor Miller, I wish to read a resolution passed by the Faculty Senate at its meeting on December 13th, 2017. Be it resolved that the Faculty Senate of the University of Wisconsin Green Bay, on behalf of the faculty, recommends to the Chancellor and Vice Chancellor of the University that the students certified by the Registrar of the University as having completed the requirements of their respective programs be granted their degrees at the December 2017 commencement. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Director of Graduate Studies, Dr. Matthew Dornbush.
Thank you, Provost Davis. The University of Wisconsin Green Bay offers a wide array of graduate programming at the master's, and I'm excited to say now doctoral level, to meet the rapidly evolving educational needs of our regional workforce in the fields of science and technology, education, healthcare, and business. Graduate programs provide students with an advanced, problem-focused educational experience with courses offered in traditional, online, weekend, and evening offerings. Will the candidates for the master's degree please rise and remain standing? Chancellor Miller, I present these candidates for the master's degree upon the recommendation of their faculty, advisors, their thesis committees, and the UW Green Bay Faculty Senate.
Thank you, Dr. Dornbush. On the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin Green Bay and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin system, I confer upon you the degree appropriate to the learning you've achieved and the work you've completed, with all the responsibilities, privileges, and honors thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
Candidates for the master's degree at the direction of the Marshal, please proceed to the platform. The candidates will be joined on stage by their major professors and program chairs. The candidates' names will be read by Associate Professor Courtney Sherman.
The following students are receiving a master's degree in applied leadership for teaching and learning. Presenting the diplomas is Chancellor Gary Miller. Assisting with the hooding are Director of Graduate Studies Professor Matthew Dornbush and Associate Professor Tim Kaufman. Gerald Mullen. Ashley Lynn Swanson. The following student is receiving a master's degree in data science. Assisting with the hooding is Associate Professor Gaurav Bansal. Christian Acosta. The following students are receiving a master's degree in sustainable management. Assisting with the hooding is Dean John Caters. Antonia Nicole Borek. Keisikoki Kine Grignon. Brianne Parr.
Please join me in congratulating our 2017 master's degree recipients.
Following our award ceremony last night, 8 students now wear the Chancellor's Medallion in recognition of high academic achievement and community service. I'd like to ask those students to please stand now and be recognized for all your hard work and determinations. Chancellor's Medallion students, please join me in congratulating. Congratulations and thank you. Additionally, cum laude English major Riley Garvey of Green Bay, Wisconsin, who you just heard from, has been honored by our Alumni Association as the outstanding student of this semester's graduating class. Riley, please stand one more time there. Not only is Mr. Garvey our commencement speaker and outstanding student award recipient, he also represents a milestone for one of our signature programs, the Future Phoenix program. This important program began 15 years ago to introduce middle school students to college and to encourage them to dream big about their futures. The first Future Phoenix participants walked across the stage as graduates in 2015. Today, 16 Future Phoenix graduates will receive their degree, bringing the total impact to 51 students receiving college degrees since in the last 15 years. And today, Mr. Garvey represents the first Future Phoenix graduate to be recognized as the outstanding student and to be selected as a commencement speaker for the graduating class. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me again in congratulating Mr. Riley for his chosen field. Two people started this program 15 years ago. One of those people is with us today, a trustee at the University of Wisconsin Green Bay, Dr. Jenny Riopel. And I'd like to ask Jenny to stand. Where are you, Jenny? Come here. And I want you to join me in thanking Jenny for her forethought, all the work that went into this. 15 years we have been working with 5th graders in this community to get them to come to college. And now it's come to fruition. Every year we get students from Future Phoenix. Thank you, Jenny.
We will now confer degrees upon the associate and bachelor's degrees upon the eligible candidates. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the Interim Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Dr. Chuck Rybak.
Craig. Thanks, Provost Davis. The College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences takes pride in its engagement with students, creating unique communities of learners that engage critically and creatively around issues, problems, and solutions. Central to our mission is the promotion of a liberal arts education that is problem-based and prepares our students for success, career development, and civic engagement. Will the candidates for the associate and baccalaureate degrees please rise and remain standing? Yes, that means you guys. Chancellor Miller, I present these candidates for degrees upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay. They are to receive their appropriate degrees.
Thank you, Dean Rybak. On recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin system, I confer upon each of you in the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences the degree appropriate to the learning you've achieved and the work you have completed, with all the responsibilities, privileges, and honors thereto pertaining. Congratulations, graduates. And you may be seated.
Graduates of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, at the direction of your marshal, you may proceed to the platform.
For the presentation of the associate and baccalaureate degrees, Chancellor Miller will be joined by the Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, and each recipient's program chair. The following students are graduating with an Associate of Arts and Sciences degree. Presenting the diplomas is Chancellor Gary Miller. Representing the Associate of Arts and Sciences degree in the representing of diplomas is Interim Dean Chuck Rybak. Rebecca Marie Barrett. Elizabeth Marie Gonzalez. The following students are graduating with bachelor's degrees. Presenting the diplomas is Chancellor Gary Miller. The following students have a major in art. Representing art in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Minkyu Lee. Nicholas John Palladino. Nicholas William Wrench, magna cum laude. The following students have a major in arts management. Representing arts management in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Minkyu Lee. Karina Gomez. Stacy Dawn Yashinsky, cum laude. The following students have a major in communication. Representing communication in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Philip Clampett. Melissa Rose Barth, cum laude. Mackenzie Lynn Bolton. Jacob John DeKaiser. Giovanni Michael Doxtater. Eric Daniel Fisher. Melissa Joy Holler. Marissa Ann Herm. Haley Elizabeth Holton. Xavier Owen Horkman. Ashley Brianne Keenan. Alicia June King. Danielle Elizabeth Laporte. Ryan John McGregor. Kia Murray. Roxanne Camille Simone, summa cum laude. Alexandria Morgan Stachinsky. Vincent James Van Lannen. Troy Williams, summa cum laude. Emily Rose Zausch. The following students have a major in computer science. Representing computer science in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Philip Clampett. Jacob Drew Davis. Amanda Marie Judd. Andrew James Marhine. Matt Nice. Riley Jared Shelton. Travis John Whitman. The following students have a major in Democracy and Justice Studies. Representing Democracy and Justice Studies in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Andrew Austin. Carly Ann Angel, cum laude. Grace Endries. Shaquille Jackson Pabst. Claire Catherine Thiessen. The following students have a major in Design Arts. Representing Design Arts in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Jeffrey Benzo. Sean Daniel Keppel. Jordan Schrader. Erin Nicole Schroth. Matthew Thomas Stone. Mariah Erin Tan. Zhong Vang. The following students have a major in economics. Representing economics in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Thomas Nesslein. Alexander John Gleichner. Sang Won Sun. The following students have a major in English. Representing English in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Rebecca Meacham. Alexander David Bricko. Kirk Schukart, summa cum laude. Audrey Elizabeth Schultz, summa cum laude. Tana Leah Thomas, summa cum laude. Fatima Umar, magna cum laude. Riley Garvey, English, cum laude. The following students have a major in environmental policy and planning. Representing environmental policy and planning in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Laura Warner. Patrick Christopher Goralski. Jessica Sinead Murphy. Maisie Lynn Reef, summa cum laude. The following student has a major in First Nation Studies. Representing First Nation Studies in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Lisa Pupar. Eliza Skenador, cum laude. The following students have a major in history. Representing history in the presenting of the diplomas is Associate Professor Heidi Sherman. Megan Kathleen Arndt, cum laude. Nicholas James Eggert. Sean Patrick Gleason, magna cum laude and honors in the major. Brianna Rose Linna, summa cum laude. The following students have a major in human development. Representing human development in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Janelle Holstead. Brittany Ray Apps. Cassidy Jane Cherney. Okay. Jennifer Dubois. Abby Marie Edwin, summa cum laude. Jennifer Marie Cohn, summa cum laude. Celine Pang. Alyssa Marie Sales. Angela Rose Seehafer. Katie Lorraine Sell. Tao? Yes. Okay. Nikki Tao. Ariana Thays. Casey Whitmer. Brianna Marie Zonick. The following students have a major in humanities. Representing humanities in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Christopher Martin. Allison Kate Bolstad. Michelle Marie Klavakuski, magna cum laude. The following student has an individual major. Representing the individual major in the presenting of diplomas is Interim Dean Chuck Rybak. Emily Bichul, cum laude. The following students have a major in information sciences. Representing information sciences is Professor Philip Clampett. Amber Sarah Dreyer, summa cum laude. Daniel J. Olson. The following students have a major in Integrative Leadership Studies. Representing Integrative Leadership Studies in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Georgina Wilson Dinges. Assisting with the presentation of one of the diplomas are Senior Lecturer Danielle Bina and Associate Lecturer Michael Bina. Joseph Daniel Bina. Bondi. Jacob Bondi. Tammy Dans. Cassandra Marie DeBush. James Eitenmiller. Matthew Hastreiter. Cassandra Joy Carner, cum laude. Amy M. Kopp. Andrew Paul Cron, cum laude. Ashley Kulas, cum laude. Julie Lentz, summa cum laude. Sheila LeSueur. Jason Linsmeyer. Farron W. Manning. Ashley J. Olszewski, magna cum laude. Stephanie Urada, cum laude. Joseph Gerard Paris, summa cum laude. Jenna Lee Reitz. Cynthia Leanne Ryder, summa cum laude. John Joseph Schwengel, magna cum laude. Douglas B. Tyson. Pamai Lee Shong, cum laude. Paris Zhang, magna cum laude. Zachary Lee Zarnke. Jacqueline Ziemer. Courtney C. Zock. The following students have a major in interdisciplinary studies. Representing interdisciplinary studies in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Georgina Wilson Dinges. Christine Ann Blahowiak. Sabrina Jean Nash. The following student has a major in music. Representing music in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Randall Meter. Rebecca Marie Erdman, summa cum laude, and honors in the major. The following students have a major in political science. Representing political science in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Katya Levintova. Gabrielle Mariah Lara. Katsumi Alexander Nino. Zachary Scott Olson. Mackenzie Ann Vandehei, cum laude. The following students have a major in psychology. Representing psychology in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Ryan Martin. Assisting with the presentation of one of the diplomas is Vice Chancellor for University Advancement, Tony Werner. Angelica Chalet Alexander. Shannon Anderson. Katie Ann Berry. Becky Blahowiak. Savannah Ashley Bruckner, cum laude, honors in the major. Summer Marie Castro. Madeline D. Ellisor. McKenna Christine Garvey, summa cum laude. Vanessa Judith Hanrahan. Heath Hogus. Isaias Abraham Haudegi. Jennifer Ann Clement. Nicole Hunter Kulhanek. Hui Ann Lai, magna cum laude. Megan Marie Lawrence. Brittany Leo. Shayla Winter Luco. Sarah Marie Miller, summa cum laude, and honors in the major. Sophia Danielle Mosier. Elizabeth Ann Miller, summa cum laude. Oscar Alejandro Salinas Cano, Jr. Zachary J. Sharon. Emily Lenora Valukas. Benjamin J. Werner, cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth Wary, magna cum laude. Jocelyn Marie Wire. Yer Yang. Brooke Amber Yindra. The following students have a major in public administration. Representing public administration in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Laura Warner. Samantha Danhauser. Brianna Hammersley, summa cum laude. Haley Lynn Mader, cum laude. Hannah Grace Miro, summa cum laude and honors in the major. Beverly Siervogel Grakowski. The following students have a major in Spanish and Latin American Studies. Representing Spanish and Latin American Studies in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Cristina Ortiz. Hannah Elizabeth Bloom. Brianna Hoover. Alexandra May Taylor, summa cum laude. The following student has a major in theater. Representing theater in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Jeffrey Entwistle. Kirsten Marie Zangel.
It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the Dean of the College of Health, Education, and Social Welfare, Dr. Susan Gallagher-Lepak.
Together we inspire students and transform communities. This is the aim of the College of Health, Education, and Social Welfare. The education that students receive is life-changing in terms of preparing for a profession, developing a broader worldview, and gaining new skills to more fully contribute to the greater good of communities. Communities need these graduates, our well-prepared teachers, nurses, health information specialists, social workers, and leaders in these areas. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees please rise and remain standing? Chancellor Miller, I present these wonderful candidates for degrees upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay. They are to receive their appropriate degrees.
Thank you. On the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay and by the authority vested in me in the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin system, I confer upon each of you in the College of Health, Education, and Social Welfare the degree appropriate to the learning you've achieved and the work you've completed, with all the responsibilities, privileges, and honors thereto pertaining. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
Graduates of the College of Health, Education, and Social Welfare, at the direction of your marshal, please go forward to the platform.
For the presentation of the baccalaureate degrees, Chancellor Miller will be joined by the Dean of the College of Health, Education, and Social Welfare and each recipient's program chair. The following students have a major in education. Representing education in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Dean Scott Ashman. Emily Cecilia Addison. Auger. Megan Lee Auger. Abigail Yvonne Brinkmeyer, magna cum laude. Ashley Marie Campos, cum laude. Brittany Ann Duquesne, summa cum laude. Megan Marie Fletcher, cum laude. Ryan Glover, cum laude. Ashley Jo Hodorf, summa cum laude. Kayla Ray Hokenstead, magna cum laude. Anna Marie Johnson, summa cum laude. Abby Marie Jerzakowski, summa cum laude. Haley McCall Lestrude Cahall, cum laude. Alexandria Grace Letter, cum laude. Jennifer Nicole Lund, summa cum laude. Kayla McIlry, cum laude. Sarah Ann Mailberg. Samantha Christine Miller. Brooke Lynn Sato, cum laude. Rachel Marie Tigert, magna cum laude. Alexa Jade Van Eyten, magna cum laude. Danielle Ann Wright, summa cum laude. The following students have a major in Health Information Management Technology. Representing that major in the presenting of diplomas is Assistant Professor Brenda Tichkowski. Megan Alyssa Bloom, summa cum laude. Brittany Dawn Canoyer, magna cum laude. Seth P. Gantz. The following students have a major in nursing. Representing nursing in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Christine Vandenhouten. Guillermo William Milan Udao. Catherine E. Donovan. Heather Ellis. Erica Heimerl. Jessica Lynn Hermis. Mindy Teresa Johnson. Susan Marie Johnson. Michael Joseph Kilpatrick. Is it Luco? Wendy Ann Luco. Rachel Elizabeth Myers. Caitlin Ann Moore. Lindsay Peterson. Katie Jean Powers. Jessica Ann Poorman. Holly Schlag. Brooke Lynn Summers. Lisa Janelle Urbanic, magna cum laude.
It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the Dean of the Austin E. Coffran School of Business, Dr. Doug Hensler.
Thank you, Provost Davis. The Austin E. Coffran School of Business is experiencing an emergence with energy to become the prime mover in Northeast Wisconsin business education. Working closely with businesses, the school aims to be the destination business school for students seeking education excellence, business collaboration, and high interaction with its outstanding faculty. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees please rise and remain standing? Chancellor Miller, I present these candidates for degrees upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin Green Bay. They are to receive their appropriate degrees.
Thank you, Dean Hensler. On the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin Green Bay and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin system, I confer upon each of you in the Austin E. Coffran School of Business the degree appropriate to the learning you've achieved and the work you've completed with all the responsibilities, privileges, and honors thereto pertaining. Congratulations, graduates.
Graduates of the Austin E. Coffran School of Business, at the direction of your marshal, please proceed to the platform.
For the presentation of the baccalaureate degrees, Chancellor Miller will be joined by the Dean of the Austin E. Coffran School of Business and each recipient's program chair. The following students have a major in accounting. Representing accounting in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor James Label. Mariah May Meyer, cum laude. Evan Michael Ulrich, summa cum laude. Christopher Allen Wass, cum laude. The following students have a major in business administration. Representing business administration in the presenting of diplomas is again Associate Professor James Label. Viana Alfaro, cum laude. Rebecca Shayna Anbu. Jacob Bader. Jason Gregory Bakeberg. Lamar Banks. Alex Belongi. Caitlin Ann Borowski, summa cum laude. Alex Andrew Bunker. Tyler Philip Cornelius. Skylar Therese Cullen. Brittany Jo Elmer. Stevana Elizabeth Fadness. Andrew Murray Freilich, magna cum laude. Derek Austin Goodson. Joel Griffith. Allison Marie Heisey, summa cum laude. Jacob Hoch. Brianna Marie Hook. Ian Hurlbut. Ashley Rose Johnson. McLean Conitzer. Emily Jane Krieger. Alexis Marie Kringle. Maria Ann Messer. Denise Aileen Olson, summa cum laude. Derek Olson. Shauna Rose Poppy. Rudy Prokes, cum laude. David Joseph Reinhardt. Kaylin Marie Rader. Rebecca K. Reut, cum laude. Stevie Lee Rumba. McKenna Lee Roble. Mercedes Jean Schukart, cum laude. Maggie Lee Sigler. Lance Mitchell Teal. Sarah Beth Terry. Emily Ann Toporski. Amber Nicole Wellhafer, magna cum laude. Ryan Todd Westphalen. Aaron White, cum laude. Shua Yang. Yuchen Zhen.
It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the Dean of the College of Science and Technology, Dr. John Caters.
Thank you, Provost Davis. Faculty and staff in the College of Science and Technology provide a dynamic, hands-on learning environment for our undergraduate and graduate students. This approach to education fosters new and exciting opportunities in the sciences and engineering technology for our students, our faculty, and the surrounding community. Will the candidates for the Baccalaureate Degrees please rise and remain standing? Chancellor Miller, I present these candidates for degrees upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay. They are to receive their appropriate degrees.
Thank you, Dean Caters. On the recommendations of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin system, I confer upon each of you in the College of Science and Technology the degree appropriate to the learning you've achieved and the work you've completed with all the responsibilities, privileges, and honors thereto pertaining. Congratulations. You can be seated.
Graduates of the College of Science and Technology, at the direction of your marshal, you may please proceed to the platform.
For the presentation of the baccalaureate degrees, Chancellor Miller will be joined by the Dean of the College of Science and Technology and each recipient's program chair. The following students have a major in biology. Representing biology in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Amy Wolf. Ashley Marie Jorgensen. Jody Ann Liskey. Clarissa Rentz. Amanda Jo Salentine. Desiree Jean Walton. The following student has a major in chemistry. Representing chemistry in the presenting of the diploma is Associate Professor Michael McIntyre. Faith Elizabeth Lindemann, magna cum laude. The following student has a major in electrical engineering technology. Representing electrical engineering technology in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Patricia Terry. Corey Richard Van de Velden. The following students have a major in environmental engineering technology. Representing environmental engineering technology in the presenting of diplomas is again Professor Patricia Terry. William R. Corriveau. Kelly Marie O'Malley. Spencer Michael Sebo, cum laude. Eric Short, cum laude. The following students have a major in geoscience. Representing geoscience in the presenting of diplomas is Professor John Luchai. Cody Becker, cum laude. Dylan Anthony Tritt. The following students have a major in human biology. Representing human biology in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor James Marker. Taylor Marie Baldridge. Marissa Ann Beda. Kendrick Brunel. Brent Charles Lewis Searnet, cum laude. Nicole Amber Collins. Brooke Marie Durain. Austin Lee Deschênes. Brittany Ann Jurus, summa cum laude. Shoni Jane Elby. Tanner William Guess, cum laude. Mariama Mohammed Hanbani. Jessica Lynn Hegewald. Is it Iwin? Okay. Miles Allen Iwin. Lauren Michelle Joerns. Sydney Johnson, honors in the major. Samantha Ann Kane. Andrea Margaret Kaiser. Bailey Lynn Klein. Madison Elizabeth Kochaver. Rebecca Julia Kornowski, summa cum laude. Brooke Lee Krieger. Mallory Hannah Krieger, cum laude. McKenna May Kurth. Elizabeth Marie Kuski, cum laude. Sierra Karina Marie McNeil. Adriana Montejano Moreno, cum laude. Noel Peck. Sydney Antoinette Pekarik, summa cum laude. Joshua Charles Pruner. Anne Marie Rice. Austin Christopher Schmidt. Avery K. Steen. Emily Francis Sullivan, cum laude. Samantha Lee Thomason. Rachel Rose Whitefield, summa cum laude. Sandy Yang. Amber Ray Ziorgan, magna cum laude. The following students have a major in mathematics. Representing mathematics in the presenting of diplomas is Associate Professor Wu Zhang. Kevin R. Ditter, summa cum laude. Cassandra Schatzman, summa cum laude. Trevor Anthony Smith, summa cum laude. Kyle M. Sweeney. The following students have a major in mechanical engineering technology. Representing mechanical engineering technology in the presenting of diplomas is Professor Patricia Terry. Katrina Catherine Blahnik. David Stanley Marushchek. Kyle Jeffrey Phillips. James Vasquez. Vogels. Philip John Vogels.
So according to university tradition, I now invite the graduates to move your tassels to the left side of your cap. The university takes great pride in its alumni who hold positions of prominence throughout the state and the world. The alumni, too, are very proud of UW-Green Bay and our graduates and our current students. So it's my great pleasure to introduce Mr. Matthew Vandenoven, President of the Alumni Association, who's here to offer greetings to our newest alumni, Mr. Vandenoven. There you are.
Thank you, Chancellor Miller. Congratulations, graduates, and greetings from your Alumni Association. With the diploma you received today, you automatically became a member of the UW-Green Bay Alumni Association, a worldwide network of 36,000 graduates, every one of whom chose this place, UW-Green Bay, as their university. UW-Green Bay has many prominent alumni. One, for example, is president of Adidas North America. Another is one of America's best young pediatric surgeons. Another is an NCAA basketball coach of the year, and several have been honored as Wisconsin Teacher of the Year. The true strength of UW-Green Bay, however, lies in the collective accomplishments of all of our graduates. UW-Green Bay graduates are this community's and the world's teachers and healthcare professionals, planners and business leaders, artists and social workers, now and in the future. Just as college has been a transforming experience for you, it is now your turn to begin transforming your community. Fortunately, whether you're jumping into a career or heading off to grad school, you have received a fantastic education that has prepared you well for the next step. As the Alumni Association, it is our hope that you will join our proud alumni in staying connected to UW-Green Bay, that you will take your experiences, knowledge, skills, and understanding and reinvest them into your university and the Alumni Association, that you will share your talents to help your alma mater and the students following in your footsteps. Specifically, there are 5 key areas our alumni can help have a major impact on UW-Green Bay and each other's futures. These areas are increasing enrollment, enhancing the student experience, living the university brand, accomplishing key initiatives through philanthropy, and finally, supporting alumni success. Regarding supporting alumni success, your Alumni Relations Department, Alumni Association, and fellow alumni want the best for you. We want to see you succeed and are a resource at every turn in your career. As you start or continue on in your career, reach back to UW Green Bay to ask for help or to share your successes. This is not the end of your UW Green Bay experience. Once a Phoenix, always a Phoenix. On to the next chapter. And again, congratulations, graduates, and welcome to the welcome to the Alumni Association UW Green Bay Class of 2017.
So this brings us to the end of our ceremony. So let's join me one more time in congratulating these graduates. UW Green Bay Associate Professor Courtney Sherman will now lead us in the singing of the Alma Mater. We'd like to ask you to join us. The words are on page 2 of your program. So if you would rise and remain standing through the Alma Mater and until the faculty and students have recessed from the auditorium, we would appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Let us rise above these waters, men and women of Green Bay. Rise in knowledge, rise in wisdom, rise in friendship, seal today. As the phoenix rose from flame, let us rise and still proclaim that we pledge our alma mater and the memories of her
To members of the audience, we ask that you remain in your places until the graduates have completed their recessional. To the class of 2017, we release you to your families, your loved ones, and your shared future. Please exit the hall at the direction of your marshal.